come undone in silence deep. The weight I carry doesn't sleep, but when the pastel touches page, it quiets down the hidden rage. No one can see the storms I hide, but colors pull me back inside. They hold the parts that feel too much and soothe them with a softened touch. This is where the color heals, where broken turns to something real, where all the cracks can still belong. Inside a line, inside a song, I bleed in pinks, I breathe in blues. This is the place that carries truth. I tried to fix myself with words, but they just scattered, never heard. Now shades of green and strokes of gold say all the things I couldn't hold. This is where the color heals, where broken turns to something real, where all the cracks can still belong. Inside a lie, inside a song, I bleed in pinks, I breathe in blues. This is the place that carries truth. I'm not afraid to show the mess, to drawing grief and tenderness. Each shade becomes a thread I weave, a way to soften what I grieve. This is where the color heals, where even silence gently feels. No need to speak, no need to fight. The page becomes my truest light. And when the world forgets what's real, this not every wound is loud or clear. Some only show when color's near. The brush reveals what words disguise and paints the truth behind my eyes. I used to hide in black and gray, afraid my light would slip away. But every shade I gently place becomes a trace I can't erase. This is the light I leave behind, a piece of peace the world can find in quiet lines and hues that stay long after fear has slipped away. I may not speak what's on my mind, but here's the light I leave behind. They see a page, I see my soul. Each color makes the silence whole. And when I fade or fall apart, these strokes will echo from my heart. This is the light I leave behind, a piece of peace the world can find in quiet lines and shoes that sting long after fear has slipped away. I may not speak what's on my mind, but here's the light I leave behind. It's not about a perfect form, it's how I weathered every storm. The proof is here in every hue of who I was and what is true. This is the light I leave behind, where pain and grace are intertwined, a hidden spark. Some days days I couldn't speak at all, just watched my shadow hit the wall. But I picked up a pencil then and started breathing through my hand. No one asked what I would draw, they didn't see the quiet flaw. But each curve I made with care brought me back from blank despair. These are the lines I needed, not perfect, not planned, but real. Each one a thread that tied me to something I could feel. They didn't fix what broke in me, but helped me start to heal. It wasn't much, just black and white, a page to hold me through the night. But somehow with each softened edge, I made a vow I wouldn't hedge. These are the lines I needed, not perfect, not planned, but real. Each one a thread that tied me to something I could feel. They didn't fix what broke in me, but helped me start to heal. I didn't need a masterpiece, just space enough to breathe. And in these quiet colored frames, I started whispering my name. These are the lines I needed, they're crooked, brave and true, not drawn for them to understand, but to find my way back through. I may not always have the words, but I'll have this and shoes. I sit down with colors in silence near. The worry fades out, my mind feels clear. A page so blank yet full of dreams, a space for hope to softly gleam. No rules to bind me, no lines to fear. I color my truth, I hold it dear. In these shades of calm, I find my way, brushing off the noise of yesterday. Every hue, a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. From brush it dances, the past rewinds. I breathe in peace between the lines. Mistakes don't matter, they're part of me. A messy masterpiece, wild and free. I don't need perfect, just something true, a soul expressed in every hue. In these shades of calm, I find my way, brushing off the noise of yesterday. In the hue, a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. Let the colors speak what words can't say. Let the quiet guide the brush today. In the stillness I begin to see, this art is how I set me free. In these shades of calm, I find my way, brushing off the noise of yesterday. Every hue, a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. Yes, I'm coming home in shades of calm. Ooh. stood in silence, lost in gray, afraid to speak, afraid to stay. But color called me soft and low, and whispered what I've yet to know. Each line I draw, each shape I trace, becomes a shelter, becomes a place where I can breathe, where I belong, a space where nothing feels so wrong. Breathe in the light, let the shadows fall. You don't have to have it all. Every color is a way to feel a little more okay. This is hope in soft disguise, a gentle fire behind your eyes. So breathe in deep and hold it tight. You're here, you're real, bright in the light. They say be bold, they say be loud, but I find peace beneath the cloud. I color slow, I take my time, and let the rhythm find a rhyme. Breathe in the light, let the shadows fall. You don't have to have it all. Every color is a way to live a little more okay. This is hope in soft disguise, a gentle fire behind your eyes. So breathe in deep and hold it tight. You're here, you're real, breathe in the light. There's no map for healing slow, but your hands already know. Every shade, every hue is a piece of coming through. Breathe in the light, let the past release. There's no rush, just quiet peace. In the swirl and in the stain, you're more than what you pushed away. This is strength in softer tones, the kind you build all on your own. So breathe in now and feel it right. You're still becoming, breathe in the light. I used to hide behind the gray, afraid to speak, afraid to stay. But silence turned to painted skies. I found my voice in lullaby lines. The world said, stay inside the lines, but I was born to redefine. With every shade I come alive. One breath, one brush, I survive. I color outside the shadows, fill the cracks with light I borrowed. Each mistake a bold design, each hue a piece of what is mine. No rules, no need to follow. I color outside the shadows. The page forgives what life forgets. I trace my heart with no regrets. The mess is part of what I am, a masterpiece without a plan. I blend my fears with dreams I keep. Lay your hope in colors deep. The world is loud, but I still know peace is something I can grow. I color outside the shadows, fill the cracks with light I borrowed. Each mistake a bold design, each hue a piece of what is mine. No rules, no need to follow. I color outside the shadows. Let the world stay black and white. I'll build my joy in bursts of light. With every line I rise, I heal. Each color says it's safe to feel. I color outside the shadows, make beauty from the bad days. This page, my quiet battlefield, where broken hearts are gently healed. No silence left to swallow. I color outside the shadows. Yes, I color outside the shadows. I've walked through shadows I couldn't name, carried colors that felt like shame. But I found something in the fade, a spark where softer shades were laid. Now I don't run, I sit and see the way light wants to color me. Now I'm tinted with light, not fear. Paint in peace where pain was near. Every page a second chance, a quiet golden kind of dance. I may not shine, but I am bright in every line. I'm tinted with light. I used to think I had to glow, be bold and loud for them to know. But soft can still be strong and true, and pastels carry power too. I trace my healing stroke by stroke, a silent promise as I grow. Now I'm tinted with light, not fear. Painting peace where pain was near. Every page a second chance, a quiet golden kind of dance. I may not shine, but I am bright in every line. I'm tinted with light. The world may never see the glow that lives in pages only I know, but in the stillness I believe this soft light will never leave. Now I'm tinted with light, not fear. Painting peace where pain was near. No spotlight, but still inside, a soul reborn in sunlight. I don't need love to make it right, I only need to be tinted with light. Woke up feeling faded, lost in shades of gray. Quiet voice inside me says you can find your way. Pick up a palette, let the colors flow. A burst of life begins, I start to glow. Every brushstroke tells a story untold, a path to the courage I hold. No more shadows, I'm shedding the past. This is my moment, I'm free at last. Paint it bright, let the colors soar. Unleash the fire I was fighting for. Every color is calling my name, breaking the silence, igniting the flame. Paint it bright, don't hold it in. Let the new day begin. In every shade I find the light. I'm alive, I'm shining, paint it bright. From black and white to a rainbow alive. Every step I take, I come more alive. No more doubts, no more fears to hide. With every splash, I'm rolling my inside. Every brushstroke tells a story untold, a path to the courage I hold. No more shadows, I'm shedding the past. This is my moment, I'm free at last. Paint it bright, let the colors soar. Unleash the soil I was fighting for. Every color is calling my name, breaking the silence, igniting the flame. Ain't it bright, don't hold it in. Let the new day begin. In every shade I find my light. I'm alive, I'm shining, paint it bright. Stand in the light, let your true self show. Colors of courage start to glow. The world's a canvas and I'm ready to start. With colors of hope I follow my heart. Let the colors soar, unleash the fire the silence igniting the flame. Keep it bright, don't hold it in. Let the new day begin. In every shade I find my mind. I'm alive, I'm shining. Paint it bright, paint it bright, and never fade away. This is the power of a new day. Start running wild, and I can't find my inner child. I reach for colors one by one, until the darkness comes undone. I don't need to make it right, I just need a little light. Every swirl and shade I make, a breath I finally get to take. Fill the page with light, your colors glow. Let the weight fall off, let the healing flow. Every line a story, every shade a song. In this little world I can't go wrong. Fill the page with light and let it show. The calm inside begins to grow. There's no wrong way to be real. Every mark is how I feel. A rainbow born from quiet hands, a peace that no one understands. This is where I start to breathe, a quiet joy I never leave. Not for others, just for me, a place where I can truly be. Fill the page with light, let your colors glow. So wait for love, let the healing flow. Every light a story, every shade a song. In this little world I can't go wrong. Fill the page with light and let it show. A calm inside begins to grow. When the world is loud at gray, I can color it away. Bit by bit I take control, turning paper into soul. Fill the page with light, let your colors glow. Let the weight fall off, let the healing flow. Every line a story, every shade a song. In this little world I can't go wrong. Fill the page with light and let it show. But how inside begins to grow. You chased the lines, I filled them fast, afraid the quiet wouldn't last. But rushing only blurred the view, so I slowed down to find what's true. And in the hush I saw it clear, the place where peace had drawn me near. This is where the color settles, where the chaos finds its edge, where the noise begins to soften and the fear walks off the ledge. I don't need to paint it bold, sometimes healing soft and slow. This is where the color settles and lets me go. I've learned the shades don't always shine, but every tone still has its time. Even gray has something kind, if you don't rush what it's designed. I breathe it in, let go again. This stillness is my dearest friend. This is where the color settles, where the chaos finds its edge, where the noise begins to soften and the sphere walks off the ledge. I don't need painted bold, sometimes healing soft and slow. This is where the color settles and lets me go. Let it blend, let it blur, let it show just who I were. In the space between each hue, I remember how I grew. This is where the color settles, and I finally feel the weight of everything I tried to carry. Fade gently into grace, I don't rush it anymore. This is what my hands are for, to find a piece I didn't know, where the color settles slow. Colors from beneath my hand, shapes arise just as I planned. Brush the paper line by line, moments pause in every sign. In this world of common light, every shade feels warm and right. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. Whispers drawn in pink and blue, dreams in motion coming true, flowing gently, stroke by stroke. In this stillness I awoke. In this world of common light, every shade feels warm and right. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. Every color tells a story, and this one is mine. A chance to let me be myself. I love how things begin to take shape when they're mine. And I know it's not just about what I draw, but who I am inside. I'm just a girl with a pen and paper, no big deal. But I love the way the colors come together, the art that flows from my brain and my hands. Side, 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 side. Hey, 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 hey. Painting by numbers from a photograph, dogs fold arms like cotton candy, chasing pieces that don't fit. So fall back on your imagination. Take the time to breathe and paint. Let go and start again. It might look crazy, but it stops crazy. If you're mad at me, tell me why. But what I'm doing isn't wrong, I swear. It is so beautiful, so pure and real and free of pain. Shh, don't worry about me. I'll be okay, 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 okay. That's all we need to know. I hope you understand what I mean. Colors bloom beneath my hand, shapes arise just as I planned. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. I used to hide behind the gray, afraid too many shades would stray. But even silence has a tone, and every shadow makes me whole. The blue that wraps around my doubt, the red that dares to scream it out. They all belong, they all are true. Not just the calm, not just the hue. These are the hues of me, messy, bright, and wild and free. Each one a truth I had to feel, each one a part I made real. I'm not just soft, I'm not just bold, I'm every color I've ever told. There's gold I found through letting go, and goons from places I won't show. Even the streaks that run with tears are colors carried through the years. These are the hues of me, loud and free. Each one a truth I had to seal, each one a part I made real. I'm not just soft, I'm not just bold, I'm every color I've ever told. I won't erase, I won't conceal, these pigments tell me what is real. And if you look beyond the blend, you'll see the girl who won't pretend. These are the hues of me, a full and flawed identity. I'm made of shades I used to hide, now shining through with honest pride. So let me glow, let me just be alive in all the hues of me. They all held pencils, said that was the way, sharpened tips and tiny strokes each day. But my hands would tremble, the lines felt tight. Their colors dimmed what I saw in light. So I walked off the beaten path with pastel dust and fearless craft. I found the color of peace in a different hue. Nine lines they drew though in what I do. Soft as breath, bold as flame, Pan Pastels whispered my name. I broke the rules to find release, and there I found the color of peace. It's not about tools, it's not about trends, it's what sets your spirit free. In the end I blend with brushes and dream in haze, each sweet rewriting all days. You don't have to fit their mold, there's more to art than doing what you're told. I found the color of peace in a different hue. Nine lines they drew no in what I do. Soft as breath, bold as flame, and pastels whispered my name. I broke the rules to find release, and there I found the color of peace. So try to explore and dare to seize what sets your spirit wild and free. It's not about should, it's what feels right. Your hands know how to paint the light. You'll find the color of peace in your own hue, not in tourmaline. And just find the color of peace in your own hue, not in the lines they drew, only inside you. Soft or bright, sharp or wild, let your colors be untamed in style. There's no one way to find your peace. Just pick your tool and find release. That's how you'll find the color of peace.
Flashing lights, 1,000 voices pull me right, but I've got a secret they can't see. A page, a brush, and room to breathe. I close the door, I dim the sound, and let the colors pull me down. I'm chasing the quiet within, where the noise can't ever win. In every stroke I disappear and find a world that feels sincere. No spotlight, no need to begin, just me and the quiet within. I don't explain where I retreat. This sanctuary's mine to keep, where shades can say what words do not, and peace is found in every dot. No filters here, no rush, no race, just paper I'm chasing the quiet within, where the noise can have no home. In every stroke I disappear and find a world that feels sincere. No spotlight, no need to begin, just me and the quiet within. They scroll, they shout, they never pause. When I create without applause, this moment's mine. This moment's mine, I won't explain. It's how I wash away the strain. I'm chasing the quiet within, where my breath can start again. With every line I color free, I'm choosing who I get to be. Not perfect, not loud, not thin, just honest, still a quiet within. I've lived in lines that kept me small, afraid to reach, afraid to fall. But every page I dared to start let me redraw my fragile heart. I thought I had to play it safe, but now I color past the shade. Color me brave in every hue, let every shape be something true. Not just pretty, not just neat, but full of fire beneath my feet. I'm not who I was yesterday, so go ahead and color me brave. I spilled the ink, I've blurred the lines, I've turned mistakes to neon signs. Where once was shame now glows instead, a masterpiece from what I shed. You won't find fear in black and white, it lives in color, in the fight. Color me brave in every hue, let every shape be something true. Not just pretty, not just neat, but full of fire beneath my seat. I'm not who I was yesterday, so go ahead and color me brave. Let the world stare, let them doubt. I'll keep creating from the inside out. No outline holds the soul I've made. I rise delicious, bold and unafraid. Color me brave with light and flaws, with bleeding edges with every pause. I'm not perfect, but I'm awake, and I decide what shape I take. Don't box me in, don't paint me tame, just let your hands color me brave. Color me brave. The storm can't take this time, these colors still are mine. The world might come undone, but I won't have to run. I find my breath again, between each line and bend. The stillness that I keep is rooted somewhere deep. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. My hands know what to do when I can't speak it through. The page becomes my friend, a space that doesn't bend. No one can take this part, this piece I draw by heart. It holds me when I break, it softens all the ache. Then everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even
No need to shout to feel alive. I build a world where calm survives.